Some pretty dark, foreboding clouds today, although I don't know if we're actually going to get any rainfall. Why, hello everybody. Today is Friday, July the 5th? Yeah. We're here somewhere where I've been a multitude of times, but I keep hoping to catch some rain on film. And, well, you know, the sky sure wants to seem to give up the rain today, but we'll have to see. So we're going to walk to the southeast. That sounds about right. And my only plan today is to get out and try to get rained on if it's going to rain. We're all set up for it, so. I haven't caught a good rain video in quite a long time. I'm going to cross the Garfield Park here. I also need to keep going out and filming too. The camera system's fairly heavy, and every time I take a little break from it, it feels that much worse when I finally get around to picking it up again. Oh, look at that. Dark cloud cover. Looks like they've put up a couple community garden boxes on the old tennis courts. Which is, from what I hear now, no one plays tennis anymore, just pickleball. You know, we might walk over towards the Burton Woods a little. Although it really, to the east, it looks like where they're getting the rain. Let's walk around so we don't have to be in the way of these guys trying to tee off here.
You weren't kidding. Just like it takes so much more arm.
The sky to the west is quite clear. Actually, so this stuff might have passed over us already. Let's take a look here to the southeast again. Sure, that's quite pretty. Record that one more time. We're having problems with the camera freezing up, which I've never had a DSLR do before. I don't know if it's the heat or the battery, but it's very strange. It freezes while recording video and just like have to pull the battery out even. That's concerning since they don't really repair this model anymore. It's that old. If this camera fails, it'll pretty much be the end of this channel. I don't know if I could go to filming with a smartphone. I mean, I'd have to, right? I wanted to show you guys the storm damage here on the other side of Garfield Park. And again, we're gonna walk over to the Burton Woods. I'm gonna keep an eagle eye on this camera to make sure it's not freezing up again. And there's wind is amazing. Look look at that to the west, it's clear skies. And to the east, it's very dark. I was hoping to get rained on. I think I'm just gonna get sun showered. So we'll walk along over here to the Burton Woods again. Sorry for that jostle every once in a while. I'm filming as I normally do, and I don't know if I said this already, with our large full frame DSLR we normally film with. Alright. We're going to head over to the Burton Woods. We are all the way out. Yeah, we're at 28. I know some of you are photography people, so you might like to hear this. We're all the way out at 28 millimeters. We're pretty pinholed down at f20, and we're at 1/4000, and I have the camera on auto ISO, just because it's faster at adjusting than I am. Go for 1/4000 so we can catch things like squirrels running around without them being blurry. And I will from time to time back that off to the very slowest 1/1200 or 1/1000. Well, we've walked through here before. As I said on the video, today's walk was more about trying to get out of the house when we might see some rain, but that's kind of fallen by the wayside, so hopefully this is interesting enough to stand on its own. We'll tell in editing, that's for sure. Look at this gnarly looking tree over here. Can't get the camera to. I have to go on the other side of it. I have to focus again too. The other thing you can't do on this camera is autofocus while you're recording. Of course you can manual focus, but that's always a lot of work on a physical gimbal when both of your hands are busy already. Oops, sorry for that bump again. Those are either going to be inevitable or I will have to edit them all out, so you can take a guess which one I go for. And that is try to edit them all out, but there are just too many of them, and it's, you know. Saturday, which is my normal posting day. Oh, there's more wind damage. This tree was not down before. Or at least, not the big one. Excuse me, not the small ones. The big one was down before. Stumble over my words. It's fairly hot. I think it's sitting at 78 Fahrenheit. Probably 70 or 80% humidity. I mean, it's not unpleasant. Wow, this is... If you guys remember my videos from winter, but this is like a jungle compared to that. I have walked this in winter. If I'm smart, I will put a link to that. I think we're just gonna walk. I don't know, possibly. Let's play it by ear. What are these? They look sinister. Can't tell what kind of plant that is. I'm not very good at plants, though. Maybe we'll walk out and exit the other direction from the Burton Woods here. There's technically 3 places you can enter and exit the Burton Woods. One is over by Garfield Park. The second would be along the concrete walkway, which is connected to the first entrance. And the third we just passed, which is on the south side of the Burton Woods. It's a very small but relaxing park. It'd be lovely if you lived right next to it, I'm sure. Same with Garfield Park, though, too. I would imagine living right on Garfield Park is... Well, that also could be annoying. It's difficult to tell. It's the plus of the pretty view and the minus of having people in and out all the time, essentially across the street. I suppose that's like living next to a grocery store or something, though, too. Oh, the wind doesn't get back here nearly as much. I am a little warmer back here than I would be out in the park. Here we are back at the entrance and exit on the other side of Garfield Park here. Or excuse me, Burton Woods. Now I'll give a shout out, I should have done this earlier in the video, to K-Man. I'll put his link in the description. Just started walking his walks. Just started watching his walks. Wow. I am not that dehydrated, or shouldn't be. Alright, let's walk back over to Garfield Park. And we'll end the video off there. I think it'll be a short one today. And while I'd like to take credit for being able to do my comments to K-Man in German, I did check them and have to look up a lot on Google Translate to make sure I wasn't spouting gibberish or gobbledygook or garbage, or, you know, however you want to put it. But his walks are all in Germany, and they're very, very relaxing. He's got a whole channel. If I understood correctly, one of his channels is narrated and one of them's unnarrated, which is probably smart. I should have divided my channel up that way. Just in case I don't put them up on here, it is City Runner and K-Man, and I'll try to link those as well, because I think that's in German and I'm translating them in my head. Or his channel name is in German. Sorry, this camera's very heavy. Takes a lot of work to walk, not trip, not get hit by cars, talk, hold the camera, check on it every once in a while, make sure it's not frozen up. Oh yeah, and all the dark clouds have moved much further east. Walk to the east border of this park, maybe walk around the edge of it, make the video a little longer. I'm sweaty but not tired yet. Look back towards where we just came from. On the wall. You know what else I really like about K-Man's channel is he does mention a lot of factoids about the area rather than just what's right in front of him. I tend to spout facts about that well, I hope they're facts. I spout things I think I know about the things I see. Say playground and fountain here as well. We're gonna let those people have their privacy though. And cut around the outside of the park here. Well, the other thing I wanted to do was practice running with the gimbal today, but we'll have to see. It might be its own thing, because it might not turn out. I don't want to start running in the middle of an episode and find I have to fine tune it. Because running with a physical gimbal is a little different. What I'm holding is, you know, essentially a 4-foot aluminum pole with a weight on the bottom and a camera on the top. And that weight is maybe a foot and a half, 2 foot long. Yeah, 1.5 feet long. So you can walk into that weight. If I move the weight up higher to get it more out of my way, surprise, surprise, I have to add more weight to it in order for it to function out further like that. Because physics, and that's how a gimbal works. At least the kind that doesn't take batteries. Wow, and it is full-on sunshine facing the other way here. This is looking west. We definitely came out right after the rain clouds passed over rather than right on time, at least for our original plan. Whoop, and there you go. I just put my knee into the corner of that weight. That's what that weird twist was. And I'm just walking, I'm not even running. And that little shake is me changing hands. Oh, and there's a saving breeze. The other thing I gotta watch out for is cyclists coming down the sidewalk. I don't really want to get bowled over by one of them, with or without the camera. And there was me putting my knee into the counterweight again. I guess today's a really almost behind the scenes in that way. Either one of the entrances to Garfield Park here. I don't even know the name of this side street, sorry. I have no way of holding a notebook while I film. So if I have factoids, they must be programmed into the fatty notebook up on top of my head. Because it takes one hand to hold the camera, although I'd argue it really should take two. And then the second hand, gotta switch again, stabilizes the gimbal from swaying and gives a finger touch to move it around, meaning that I can one-hand the camera for a limited amount of time until the wind catches it or it gets bumped into, or you know, it starts swaying. Madison? Okay, so that side street is Madison's. This is Madison and Burton here. We're gonna turn and walk west. Boy, it really does feel summery out here in the sun. Maybe we'll end the video here, and then I can get a practice run. There's the number 24 Burton bus. One more look at Garfield Park from the corner. And there's the tall clouds from earlier. They are continuing to blow east.
Yeah, go on.
Hey, at least he's a happy cyclist. So we'll walk this to the west, over to the other corner of the park. I'm a little more torn here in this area about bike lanes. We have them now, and unfortunately people are extremely aggressive drivers here in Michigan. Here's the Garfield Park Neighborhood Association. So when people do ride on the sidewalk, I totally understand. Especially if they're going slowly. I've never used, this is a newer pedestrian warning light system. Except I do not want to go running on the hard sidewalks on the other side there. Yeah, still not sure. I'm not one to often go running, but I would like the practice of filming with the gimbal while running for lots of reasons. One of which being that one of the more intense moments on the channel did involve running, and I didn't catch much until I came to a stop. That was the incident down at Rosa Park Circle, which I don't even want to go into because I'll just start ranting and raving about the inappropriateness of the police actions on that day. See? Look, I'm already going and I told myself I'd stop. Whoop. And I kicked the camera, see? I think either this church or the Korean church across from it's for sale now. Now let's keep walking. I'm bored. Division Avenue's right over this way, and it's always interesting. And or Dingisfeld, which is a kind of interesting. We should probably end this video off though. Hope you guys enjoyed that walk through Garfield Park and the Burton Woods. If you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. And we'll re-white balance and start all over again, and or just run this one right into the other one, depending. I don't know. Doesn't matter how long I make these, they all seem to get about 4 minutes of watch time. But I'm not going to make 4-minute videos. I don't know what the hell I'd make a 4-minute video of. So we're just walking to the west. These are all new condo buildings and developments in the area. On this area right next to Garfield Park. We just left Garfield Park and we are walking Burton to the west. This section of, whoa, you guys are gonna keep turning towards the houses. We're gonna try to leave the residences alone. At least, you know, not film right at them. The wind wants to blow in that direction. I'm walking right into it almost. It's coming from the north-northeast or northeast. filmed this section before even. This section of Burton and coming up near where the freeway is up here. It's a pretty bad spot for drivers. And we're going to wait for the light one more time. Hey, they had a car hit the building back there recently. Speaking of how bad the driving can be through here. Ooh, my counterweight's getting crooked here. There we go. The 4-star theater here as well. I usually try not to move you guys that fast, but honestly, if you want to see the sights and the sounds, gotta get you pointed in the right direction. We did a video on the 4-star theater. If you want to look that up on the channel, again, I will try to get them linked. I'm curious what this thing is, though. Oh, okay. Some sort of police surveillance trailer thing. Weird. Oh, there it is, written big. Yeah, written big on this side. Can't tell what it is from the other side.